Hello friendly people of the internet, I am Hyper Super Sorion. Welcome to a new segment I'm going to be calling Remembering Avatar, where I talk about the episodes of Avatar The Last Airbender and see what can I remember, just remember about the episode without actually watching it. Then I'll watch it and I'll tell you what I forget, what I think, blah blah blah. And the reason why I'm just remembering it and not straight up reviewing it is because I've seen this series since it came out. And I've been watching it ever since. I know this series very well. Apparently not, since the first episode, The Boy in the Iceberg, I thought was a two-parter, and it's not. Oops. But I remember where it starts off. With Katara, the sister, and Sokka, her brother, mother going fishing, and Sokka being stupid. Where Katara actually does catch a fish and he screws it up. Setting up the world of bending, controlling different elements with your mind. Katara's a waterbender. They crash at one point, hit this iceberg. The boy in the iceberg. Could there perhaps be a boy in this iceberg? Or else Katara and Sokka have an argument, and due to Katara's emotional state and bending ability, she destroys the iceberg, releasing Aang, the Avatar, our main character. And what's the first thing he does? He asks out Katara on a date. Yep. Sokka is obviously suspicious of this man that just came out of the iceberg and who was glowing not 5 seconds ago. But Katara seems to trust him. He's a pretty alright guy with, a giant bison with 6 legs. I'm not going to argue with that. Takes him back to the village, does some penguin sledding. Well, there are no more benders in the South Pole. I'll take you to the North Pole, where you can find some. And Aang, figuring out there's been a war going on for 100 years, and Aang's been stuck in that ice for that 100 years. And while in the iceberg, a lot of people in the Southern Water Tribe forgot how to have fun, and Aang teaches them that. Except Sokka, who's too busy having that stick up his ass. I mean, kind of rightfully so. By the end of the episode, Katara and Aang set off a signal flare for the Fire Nation, which is basically the bad guy. Attracts this Prince Zuko-like character to hunt them down. Now, I cannot remember if this episode ends with Aang giving himself up to Zuko, in order to make sure the Southern Water Tribe stays safe, or if it just ends with Sokka saying, "Get the fuck out of the village." I can't remember that. So let's watch the episode and find out. Okay, so I just finished the episode and I was wrong. It ended with Aang and Katara setting off a trap in a Fire Navy ship that alerts Zuko of where they are. And I completely forgot about Uncle Iroh, didn't I? God damn it. Why is Uncle Bull that likes duck? And that's all we get in this episode. What else do you want me to say? I can talk about him later and I'll cry about it. But this episode is mostly filled with character stuff. Learning that Sokka's got a stick up his ass. Katara is very hopeful. And Aang is kind of carefree. Joy, in a sense. And, well, they got away with saying sexist on a kid's show. That ain't gonna fly nowadays. This show would have gotten canceled because of Sokka nowadays. Oh my god. Don't worry, he eats some humility in episode 4. I can tell that by looking at the screen right now. But thinking about the episode, Katara, Sokka, get Aang figures out, again, I've been gone for 100 years, teaches them, again, to have fun. And we got this stuff with Zuko, who is a very angry man with a scar on his face. And that's pretty much his character right now. Anger! Honor! We see searching to catch the Avatar in order to reclaim his honor. I mean, sure, why not? But what's my favorite part of the episode? I suppose it would be just the revelation that Aang has been asleep for 100 years and him coming to terms with that. I would put in a throwaway line of let's get out of here. No, not yet. I want to see if I can find some answers. Here's here. Something like that. But not a bad introduction, but it needs to go with the Avatar Returns. Making me, again, think that this was a two-parter. And as I will point out many times in the future, Aang is a liar. Katara point blank asks him, "Did you know the Avatar?" Or, no. Even though he is the Avatar. Spoilers. No one's seen an airbender in the last 100 years because they're extinct pretty much except for Aang. I'm going to point out every time Aang lies. I need an Aang liar counter. But did I like this episode? Yes. But you do see where the series was starting off before Nickelodeon went, wait a minute, this could make us some serious money. So the animation in some areas aren't as good as in later seasons, but they also could have been saving that for some good fight scenes later on. Boy and the Iceberg needs to be paired up with the Avatar Returns. That's just how it's set up. And watching The Boy and the Iceberg stand alone, you feel that it's incomplete. The story is not done. There's a good cliffhanger for what I know where he's at and where he's been hiding. But in order to get the full thing for the story to get wrapped up, you need to watch The Avatar Returns. And I recommend that you do watch these ones back to back. Because they're good together. So, pretty much remembered everything to a T. Nothing really that stands out to me. I forgot Iroh, and I forgot Gran. But she doesn't really do anything in this. She does something in the next episode where she isn't a stick in the mud because Aang taught her how to have fun again. Also, Gran being a little role in the Fire Nation attack with the South Pole, bullshit. I'm saying bullshit because I know what happens later on. Anyway, The Boy and the Iceberg, I liked the episode. I remembered it for the most part. What'd you guys think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. And subscribe to see more. I forgot Iroh, I'm a horrible person. And hit that little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Until next time, I'm Hyper Super Sora. Sayonara.